Hello, lovelies. This is Lovey Brown, and I'm the host of 5 Minute Manifesting. I'm so thrilled that you're here today. Thank you so much for listening. And today I want to talk to you about if you have trouble with an affirmation. So let's use the example of my specific person is madly in love with me. I'm in a relationship with my specific person. Let's just use those two affirmations. So my specific person is madly in love with me. So if you have trouble with that affirmation because your mind keeps telling you, like, that's not true. That isn't true. Your specific person's not madly in love with you. First of all, there's no 100% way to know whether it's true or not, just FYI. But if 3D reality is reflecting to you a situation that appears as if they are not in love with you, and you're telling yourself that, and you have trouble with it, or I'm in a relationship with my specific person, and you know for sure, you're like, I'm not actually in a relationship in this moment. So if you have trouble with affirmations that seem to you as if they're not true, I want to introduce you to this workaround. And this workaround is just using words without the whole sentence. So let's stick with the specific person theme for just a minute. And so we have, like, I'm in a relationship with my specific person. You could, instead of saying I'm in a relationship with my specific person, you could just say things like loved, cherished, wanted, secure, cherished, loved, wanted. And you just pick a couple of words. I would say even just 2 words, like, that really resonate with you, that give you a feeling that is identical to the feeling of the affirmation, I'm in a relationship with my specific person, if it were true. So you're trying to recreate that state of the wish fulfilled, that feeling of the wish fulfilled, but you're trying to bypass this. That's not true. Now, here's another thing that I want to tell you, just so you know this. Like, it doesn't matter if you think your affirmations are true. If you say them over and over again, your subconscious mind is going to outpicture them in your 3D reality. So, but if you just have trouble with it, it makes you not want to do the affirmations. It just makes you feel icky. If there's something about that you just can't get over, because I know from my own manifesting process, now I can absolutely do any affirmation that I want to do, like if it resonates with me, regardless of whether it's true in the 3D reality or not at this point in time. But years ago, when I was first learning about manifesting and first trying these tools on, I had a lot of trouble saying an affirmation like, I'm in a relationship with my specific person. My specific person is madly in love with me. I would have trouble, like, they just didn't even feel right for me to say. And so, because I knew that they weren't true, right? That's why. Now, with practice, I've shifted that in myself as a manifester. And so I'm going to make an episode about that tomorrow. But if you need something to bypass it with, if you need an easier, more gentle route, we've kind of been talking about that lately, like kind of easing yourself into things that don't resonate with you, that are manifesting techniques. You can just use words. Let's take a different example. For example, if you say, I'm a millionaire, and your mind just keeps spouting back to you, you're not a millionaire. Then try to just use the words wealth, success, millions. Just say those words to yourself over and over again until you saturate yourself in the feeling of the wish fulfilled and the feeling of being wealthy and having wealth, and then try to transition to the affirmations if you feel called to do so. So what I'm trying to say is using words, just the essence, the key words in an affirmation, as opposed to a full affirmation, is a way to bypass your mind telling you that's not true. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. And thank you so much for listening. May you manifest exactly what you want.